What is up, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of Final Fantasy VIII Guardian Forces Only. In the last episode, we actually did quite a lot. We finished the Laguna Dream sequence at the start of what is essentially Disc 2, to find out that the party were all in prison. We managed to somehow escape the prison with the help of some Moombas. And General Caraway's influence in getting Rinoa out. But at that point we found out that the sorceress had actually planned to use a Galbadian missile base to attack not only Balamb Garden but Liberi Garden as well. So what we did was we split the party and we sent the first party off to the missile base to try and divert the second set of missiles aiming for Balamb. And we are now with the second group in Balamb Garden trying to find a safety mechanism to save the garden from the incoming missiles after a little bit of a run around and getting lost a little bit is the easiest way of putting that, because we did get lost. We went into a couple of areas we didn't need to. Turns out all we needed was the training centre, the library and the infirmary. We did do the quad and the cafeteria as well. So a little bit extra there, but it's not the end of the world. It did give us a bit more AP for our GFs. Oh, forgot to mention, obviously, at the end of the missile base area, the base did actually blow up with our team inside. Slight oversight there. So, as far as we're aware, this is the only team we have left. Coming through this area, we found out that these guys are weak against fire. So, what I'll do is I'll do that actually. Oh, they're actually quite strong. I'll let the squad take a few hits rather than the GFs. Oh, what happened there? Well, that was a wasted boost. I think I might have to bring another one out. I mean, it still does over 1,000 with no boost, but my controller was not agreeing with us there. Uh-oh. I don't know what this does. Yikes. Okay, so we've just lost Ifrit. This fight's going really well. We could see our second game over, which I wasn't expecting on this fight, I will be honest. But unfortunately, it's just the way of RNG sometimes. I mean, 169, the brothers definitely made up for Ifrit being a swat. Unfortunately, it's Ifrit that I kind of need it on. Because as we saw there with a 169, it was still a lot less. Yeah, so we could be in a bit of trouble here if Rinoa and Squall can't defeat these. Yikes. We've got to rely on the speed of Shiva. So far hasn't quite let us down. Although if we lose Squall as well, we're in trouble. Okay, one defeated. Can the brothers do the rest? I hope so. fired again, so yeah, it's just a longer animation. Gives us a bit further up the spectrum. We're in trouble if this doesn't kill it, but I think it has. Yeah, so we got very lucky there. Losing it for it straight away did not help. I'm actually very surprised at that. Fortunately, he's not the one with Diablos, because he stays dead, I believe, yeah. Diablos will mean that we don't have any more encounters. So that should be the final bout until Garden is safe. This, of course, as well, is where we find out if we did the missile base correctly. Because if not, then the run is over here. And we'd have to restart and go all the way back to the missile base. But we did everything we could. Everything it would let us, anyway. Okay, we've reached our destination. We just don't know what we're doing. So, in true Final Fantasy VIII form, I think we just hit every button. There we go. Okay, so Squall's just activated whatever it is that they've come to find. And whatever it is moving. At this point, Sid is very confused. I'm still not entirely sure how that works. I don't get how it goes through the floor. I mean, we'll go with it. Okay, so the ring is descending. At this point we find out that what Sid thought was a shelter, as in a bomb shelter, which is what he was hoping, it is slightly different. Can't quite see it for the fog. Fortunately the missiles do give us a bit of time. And they did hit their target. They hit where the garden was. Fortunately for us, we have made the garden mobile. The ring is acting as a levitation device. Okay, wants to know what's going on outside, even though he's got a massive window. Renard goes to find out. Okay, so let's go take a look. And the best place to do that is the emergency exit on the first floor. this one over here. Then we get a very gorgeous cutscene. And we'll wait just here by the front door. Renault's just taking a look. She should really be practicing her upper body strength at this point, because she's now seen what she's going to be dangling off of later. Minor spoiler alert there, but my days, that woman has some strength on her. Cool, back inside. Shu comes to find us. And he's called us straight up to the bridge. Oh, what may as well be the bridge. We find out that the garden is actually on a collision course with Balamb Town. Sid is not accustomed to pressing buttons randomly, so refers to Squall. Oh, sorry guys, I seem to have a bit of tickly throat forming today. Cool, pressing buttons has worked. We have somehow diverted the garden away from town. Unfortunately, Balamb is on an island. So we are now seaborne. But crisis averted, as you can tell from the garden music. There we are. And for some reason it sounds like it's powering down. It's not, it just sounds like it is. Squall takes a bit of a rest. Okay, at this point Squall's bored, he wants to do stuff. He's got a mission, he wants to see it through, he wants to debrief with the headmaster, and he's worried about his second team and whether they got out in time. Well, actually no, he doesn't even know it blew up. Bit weird. Okay, Renault wants showing round. Very similar to what we had with Selfie at the start of the game. We'll save it because we got quite lucky with the oil wells. And by the looks of it, the sleep has brought everyone back to full health, which is great news. Okay, so we head this way. That tour guide's not doing a very good job. That's the training centre, the library, and Dr. Kawasaki on the wrong side of the garden. Cool, so we've now been given a message. 41269. Cool, so the garden master wishes to see us, and he is in the basement. Good. And we'll just make sure as well that everyone is still junctioned accordingly. Yes, perfect. Do they have draw? Yes, they do. Perfect. We are heading into our next boss fight, which is the Garden Master, Mr. Norg. If you don't have Reno in the party, you'd be doing this all on your own. Elevator comes back down, and we are met with Irvine, which is how you know there's going to be a fight, because otherwise the party wouldn't all be here. Okay, Headmaster Sid is being ushered out of the meeting. So at this point we find out that Headmaster Sid is not really in charge. But yeah, from those conversations it's basically a case of Sid wanted to build the garden, didn't unfortunately have the funds. So the Garden Master gave the funds and has basically put him in charge. There we are. Thanks to Reno, we passed on our message. Which I don't actually think happens with different party members. Master Norg. Now we do have to be careful with this fight. Because there's two stages to this fight, as we can see there. The first one he's closed up in his shell, and we can't draw Leviathan until the second stage when we can see him. So it's going to take a bit of planning with the timings. I'm thinking we'll probably do one GF to begin with, see if that opens up the pod, and then have someone draw. Otherwise we've got to restart because we're getting Leviathan in this fight. So Norg is not happy with us. Yeah, basically what happened, Norg wanted to use Galbadian Garden, his puppet Martine, who we met, who gave us Irvine, to assassinate the sorceress. But in a cruel twist of fate, Martine had just met a load of seeds from Balamb, and so gave the order to us. So now what's going to happen is, to divert blame away from himself, Norg is going to kill us, basically, well, subdue us, and offer us to the sorceress as recompense. Yeah, so we see there the garden faculty are just obeying orders because they're scared. But they do actually agree with Sid a little bit that we should all just be joining together to fight the sorceress. And now he's gone a bit power crazy and doesn't want to lose the garden. There we are, we find out Sid and Adia are married. So Sid, our good old headmaster, is married to the sorceress. And Nog thinks this is a plot. And Nog just wants to kill us now. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Shiva. Oh, actually no, Quetzalcoatl might be a better shout. Lots of magic when red. Yeah, we're going to need Shiva as a quick resort. So if we start with Quetzalcoatl. Plus it looks metal, so we can only hope this does a lot more damage. Come on. Not bad. Please open it. Otherwise we queue up another GF. Oh my god. That was awful. Right, fortunately these attacks will subdue the magic of those orbs. You basically attack them to turn them back to blue. Oh wow, that was a very good effort. You've made up for oil boils. I just hope it actually works. 502. Oh my god, this is going to be tough. Yeah, I'm going to need all of these GFs by the looks of it. Something I hadn't thought about. He's magic based, so if I use Carbuncle and get Reflect on, then we're actually okay. Because it looks like it takes physical damage to alleviate the orbs. So this is going to be interesting all of a sudden. Okay, the brothers have decided to reverse roles with Ifrit. Oh, they really have. Okay, this fight's now getting a little bit challenging. The GFs are not doing very much against this at all. Fuck it, let's see if we can silence him. Brilliant, so we got Carbuncle just in time for them to turn red. Siren Diablos shouldn't do enough damage to kill Nog, even if it does open. Okay, so now it's just a long fight rather than a challenging one. I should actually see if I can draw Leviathan from him. I'm fairly certain it's from phase 2. But we will just double check that. Ah! Siren does it. That's good to know. No. Oh, we can't do boost. That's fine. We'll do Shiva again. But have Ellone set up to draw just in case it opens after Diablos. I do love the animations getting crushed. Miss. Not great. Okay, so that is the least effective GF we have. Dispel is good. Dispel is very good. So So now we just keep Irvine summoning Carbuncle. Because they won't want to damage themselves. Why not? Okay, so we'll get Quetzalcoatl first. Opens up, Squall can go and revive them. If not, we summon Shiva again. Oof, that is really weak. Perfect. Brilliant. Really light just before magic comes along. So now they have to dispel before they can do anything. Unfortunately, we haven't got any guardian forces lined up now. So if they manage to get a dispel and a magic spell, then someone could take a lot of damage. Shell is fine. I'll get a quick hit for it. It does protect him against magic, but it's not the end of the world. He should be more susceptible to them now anyway, because he's lost his pod. $40s. I'll take that. Yeah, Shell did work. I'm actually a little bit surprised. Ooh, hello. Okay, that's fine. It won't do anything, but that's fine. There's Dispel. Come on, one more. 162, nice. And get Ifrit straight after. Okay, so we're doing an okay amount of damage. It could be more. Yikes. Looks like we've had our one good summon from Ifrit today. May have spoken too soon, but I hope this does okay. Okay, so Ifrit's quite powerful. We do need Carbuncle again. Because it looks like they're going to dispel the whole party and then throw magic at us. I'm fairly certain, although I should have tried it. Can't. Oh my god, what's going on with my controller? 110! That was awful. Yeah, I'm fairly certain you can't silence Nog. Okay, now we need Carbuncle fast. Never mind. This could hurt. Ouch! That wasn't that you can't control. Did forget to say you can't control her limit break. Angelo just turns up as and when he wants. Summons don't want to be used anymore by the looks of it. Come on, Carbuncle, before they get spell off. I don't know what Psycho Blast counts as. Yes! They dispelled all of us, and then we got Carbuncle off. Negating the spells entirely. This run would be lost without Carbuncle, I think. Protect, which doesn't help him, because we're not actually doing any physical damage against him. Oh, Siren's come to the party, 162. Still a weak attack, but hopefully immune, that's fine. Bio will reflect. On to Nog. We'll try it again. That will reflect onto one of the orbs. Shiva. We're doing very well at keeping our people alive, actually. Carbuncle seems to be a bit of a lifesaver. .142, infinitely better than the 110. He's still going though. He's still going, bless him. That should reflect as well. There we go. It will miss. Which is fine. Oh god, not again. I think I've ruined my controller a little bit. It's not liking the square button anymore. I'll get him to summon Carbuncle if I see one dispel before we get to his turn. I don't know if this is going to be any good. We obviously used it on the pod and it didn't do anything, but he's a lot more susceptible to magic now. Obviously the best thing about Diablos is encountering him, and it looks cool. Decent amount of damage though, we will continue with Diablos. Psycho Blast again. Ouch. Managed to get the GF summon just in time. Okay, not bad. He's still going, bless him. That was an unfortunate time for Dispel. Now we've got to get through 3 ATBs. Fortunately, it is getting quicker. And as such, so will Carbuncle. Because I think this is the most Carbuncle's been summoned. There's nothing we can really do to increase the speed of our party because we're not using junctions. Will that hit Nog? No. Mountain Dust again. Come on. 1 through 6. At least with Diablos we get a breaking boost. That's the main benefit at this point. Not on Irvine. That's a shame. That is a shame. Oh! Who was dispelled then? Was it Squall that got dispelled? I know someone did. If this does less than 500, then we know that it does work like gravity magic in most Final Fantasies. And it does proportional damage. Because I think it's gravity magic, although according to the guide and everything online, there is no element to this. There's no element linked to the attack. But it looks like it should be gravity. Still. Dispel. Okay, there's 2 dispels. So now we're susceptible. Okay, so we get Silent Voice first. Fortunately, we've got over 1,000 life here on everything. Still. Carbuncle took the hit. Not slowed down again. Okay, we still got to 140. Okay, so far our Psycho Blast is the only thing that's hitting us. So this is almost a battle of attrition. Gone. Nice. Now even they're not hitting Nog. I didn't expect this fight to be this long, I will be honest. I thought we'd have done it a while ago. If we had this much leeway with Nog, I would have queued up GFs a lot sooner. Still going. This boy is strong. His shell ran out. That's why we didn't hear that. Spell again. Wow, that was fast. Okay, so after Ifrit, I'm not going to bother with boost for a couple of turns. Give my controller a bit of a break because I don't want to have to buy a new one. It shouldn't make too much difference anyway, because the only thing that's hitting us so far is Psycho Blast. And thankfully, I say thankfully, a lot of it is just hitting GFs. By the looks of it though, he cast Shell a couple of seconds too early. Because we got the notification that he cast Shell and then it said his Shell wore off. Yeah. So I've actually just missed a big opportunity there for a lot of damage. But we did finish him. Okay, so we got 3 or 4 Psycho Blasts and that was the only damage we took, so we did well. We learnt a lot. And we got a new summon, more importantly. Squall's now feeling a little bit lost. If anyone knows why Norg turns into a black hole, if they could let me know as well, that would be great. Like, it looks cool, but there's no explanation ever given. Oh, we can't leave. Once you're in the elevator, you can't leave. Is he in his office? If not, he'll be in the infirmary. He's in the infirmary. Okay. Minor detour there, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, actually, hang on. Our GFs learnt stuff, didn't they? You're doing okay. We do not want that. Oh, wow. Okay, so Shiva has learnt everything. I will give you HP actually, because you don't have too much of it. Yeah, that's fine. And Leviathan, we actually need to equip to someone, that would help. Who's getting Leviathan? Summon magic is not as important as boost. Leviathan is going to Squall. There we are. Oh, actually, I suppose what I could do, because it's not junctioning, is that, because that will be an ability rather than a junction. Because that will help us out a little bit. Bless him. Headmaster's in here. Squall just wants to do his job. Huh. Okay. The Shumi tribe. Huh. Okay. Well, that's everything from him then. Is that everything? There was nothing else. Yeah, so we've spoken to him about everything we can. So logic would dictate that we leave. We head this way. Okay. Now Shu gives us the next point. Nice little skid there. Okay. A ship has docked with the garden. On the... I'm going to say balcony, but it's basically the emergency exit that we went to earlier for a bit of sightseeing. Okay, around the corner we go. Up the stairs, speak to the people on board. So we do find out it's a Galbadian ship, however it is a white seed ship, which is being controlled by Ida, the sorceress. This is, of course, sorceress Idea, pre-evil sorcery. They were given a mission long before the events of the game transpired, and are merely fulfilling that duty. Okay, now we've been tasked with going to find Ellone. From 2 episodes ago, we saw her in Laguna's dream sequence as a small child, who is the daughter of Rain. We have also seen her before, though, in episode 1 at the very beginning of the game, when Squall was in the infirmary after his wound from Cypher. She is, of course, the woman with the green shawl. We do know exactly where she is. She is in the library. But it's at this point where things start to connect a little bit for Squall. So someone that's claimed he's in the dark and everything is about to have some light shown on his situation. Not as much as when we get to Liberi Garden, but that is a whole different episode. That will not happen in this chapter. There's too much to happen between now and then. Okay. Okay, we find out that it's Ellone that's actually sending us into the dream sequences. And Squall is now feeling majorly overburdened because he feels that everyone is relying on him and he doesn't think he can shoulder the burden. And then You're My Only Hope from Ellone, which doesn't help too much with his current predicament. Now we get to see Mini Squall, I think, because he starts reflecting on his own childhood. Very cool ship, and you can tell it's Idea's, given the extravagance of the fans. Yeah, so Squall finds himself at a crossroads, is the best way to say it. And this is one of his memories. Young Squall out in the rain, on his own, waiting for his sister. Or sis. Which is a huge part of what makes Squall Squall. Sis basically deserted him, he felt like, as a kid, and so he grew up not depending on anyone. Reno is trying to make him feel better, but we can obviously play along, but we'll keep it accurate. Squall is not in the mood. We'll save it because that fight with Nog was actually quite long. By the looks of it, that'll probably be most of this episode. We've got about, what, maybe half hour left? We might just about see the next location. Oh, I spoke too soon. We might actually see it very soon. Here we are. This poor fisherman. So Garden is now colliding with the town. And now the fisherman gets a bite. Unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to do anything with it, and even loses the rest of his fish as well. Squall is summoned to the principal's office. I know he's not the principal, but he's basically the same thing. Cool, so now our party have been tasked to go ashore, as it were. And we're the ambassadors for Garden, making peace with the town that we've just crashed into. It's quite spooky that the music disappears as well. I don't actually think it returns until we come back to Garden. do get the lovely Fisherman's Horizon music. FH. There we are. So they don't actually care at all that that we've crashed into the town. Yeah, turns out this group love fixing stuff. So the fact that we've broken stuff is actually helpful to them, weirdly. From the patterns on the wall. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so the people of Fisherman's Horizon actually helped build the garden. It's a nice little touch to the world, that. Huge solar farm. Nice bit of payment. Familiar face. I could have swore there was a second familiar face as well. Estar. Which of course we have heard of Estar before. We saw a few of their soldiers in the second dream sequence. Laguna, Kiros and Ward actually ended up fighting a load of them, which is what caused Ward to lose his voice. Can I not get around him? There we go. Okay. The mayor lives in the centre of town, in the centre of all the solar panels. And to anyone watching that does love the Final Fantasy series, you get to see a few of the airships from previous games. Only for a second, but you do see them. Just here. There we are. Most notable, the one in the centre obviously, is the plane from Final Fantasy VII that you end up going around in the water with after it crash lands. Okay, so we find out that they don't tolerate violence of any kind, and discussion can basically solve everything. Hippies, as it were. So they want us military lot out of their hair as soon as possible. At which point we find out Galbadian forces have, Galbadian, I'm going to say it both ways, have made their way to town as well. It's at this point that the mayor and his wife blame us for their arrival. Coincidence though it may be. The mayor goes to talk to them. So of course we follow, because after our experiences we know exactly how that goes. So we keep going. There we are, the mayor discussing everything. Now we're actually not the reason they're here, they're looking for Ellone. Now it finds out the sorceress has actually told her forces to level the city. So the mayor is now being threatened, so of course we're going to help. I didn't check the junctions, I'm hoping it's all okay, otherwise we've got to do this again. They should still be junctions, because we've not done anything to change that. Okay, so these should be sorted with Ifrit. We'll queue up Quetzalcoatl as well. And we need to see Leviathan, don't we? Okay, so they're taking it out on the GFs. Fortunately, they are a lot weaker than the fights we've had so far today. There isn't much need for this. It's just to get the fight over with. Because there is a stage 2. Which I thought was part of the same fight, but turns out I'm wrong. Okay, so they've learned something else, which is super bad timing. Because now I don't know what they're going to put the experience points from this into. But it's an old friend. And this is a boss fight. Ooh. Let's not have too many of them. I said let's not have too many of them. Come on. Just in some 130s. Should be over 1,000. No. Good. Flying start. Yikes. This thing's fast. Now if it's not wanting to play ball, didn't even reach 120. Okay, Thunder doesn't seem to do much more than everything else. Tsunami, here we are, this is the Leviathan. Wow, very strong. I like that. It is a longer animation than the rest. Controller's not playing ball. Then again, neither is Ifrit. Brothers should summon before another attack. Yikes. Oh! Let's at least get it to 100. Okay, we salvaged it a little bit, but that was awful. That's 2 so far this chapter. Shouldn't have too much more health, I don't think. Yikes. One for victory. Okay, so the Leviathan's a lot stronger. It's obviously Irvine's only choice. Just testing the fight, seeing what works. There's no point using Siren, really. Expecting this to be quite weak. Anything non-organic, Diablos doesn't tend to do that much damage, if anything. But it was worth a try, just to see. Yeah. Ouch! Okay, so Irvine's taken 3 hits so far this fight. We are in danger of losing Ifrit again for the second time this episode. It's been a challenging one. This has. Sorry, that is quite a loud animation. I can only apologise. Wow! Oh, when that's got boost, that's going to be insane. AP, so we learned that, we got boost. Should have put that into something else. That was an oversight. I couldn't remember how much AP it gave though, but at least we have got it. And then we find something stupid, that our party was actually controlling it. Which has never made sense to me, that we have to fight it to get them out. So at this point, Squall tried to open up with them all, and Rinoa basically stopped him. Maya is feeling a little bit defeated. Squall's finally showing his emotions. But now we'll put his shield back up. There's the famous whatever. Yeah, so Rinoa is starting to see through Squall's shell. Oh, first off, what have our GFs learnt? Yeah, that's fine. That's doing well. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. I think summon magic actually make this one even more powerful. That's the last thing you can learn, at which point it's just vitality. That's the last thing you can learn, so it becomes... Ooh, is magic worth it? Because we're not using any. We'll learn it just in case it does affect GFs. HP up 40, Jesus. Siren is on her last learning thing, at which point it becomes magic as well. Ifrit, I think, has GF HP plus 30. Yes, he does. At which point it then becomes strength is pointless. Spirit, and you do not have GF HP plus 30, so you'll be going on to magic as well. Okay, so the party's gone, which is how you know we're not going to have any fights. Familiar face number 2. Okay, we're going up. Then we find out there's someone waiting to talk to us at the top. It's our boy Irvine. Okay, so Fisherman's Horizon are now working to fix the garden. And Irvine tries to give us a bit of a lesson. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no it is. Yeah, Irvine's got a plan in place. Okay, Irvine wants us to go and talk to Selfie because she's feeling a bit bummed out. Largely because she's originally from Liberi Garden. So yeah, she's not overly upbeat at the minute because obviously we saw the missiles heading for the garden. But now me and Irvine head to the quad. If we can get past. And then we choose the first floor. Oh no, chooses it for us. Okay, and into the quad. Now, obviously, Irvine phrased it pretty succinctly that Squall is a bit of a klutz when it comes to being an emotional support. So, as a true leader, we are going to delegate. So we're going to let Irvine do it. And Sid has called us up to his office. As you can see, the Fisherman's Horizon boys have worked very fast. Squall's finally able to give his report. An unusual announcement about to take place. So Sid gets on the intercom, an important news announcement. Gun's being repaired. FH officials will leave when it's done. However, there we are. Squall is now the leader of the garden in its official mission to fight the sorceress. Squall doesn't like that his fate isn't in his own hands. Okay, right. Now this is going to be the tricky bit. I need to look through the strategy guide for this, which I do have in front of me. Okay, so there's two options. You can either have the theme of the game, or you can have a jig. You can go for an amalgamation of the two if you really want, but it is quite awful. There we are. Okay, we could go through all of them and listen to what they all sound like. However, we are going to go for the slow tune, which consists of the electric guitar, Irvine, we are going to give the bass guitar, now we have Selfie, who is going to be on the piano, and Quistis is going to be on the saxophone. You can actually tell just by listening to them what they're going to be. There we are. It gives you that music either way, whether you get it right or not. Okay. Now what I'm thinking is we save it there, and I am going to actually leave it there for this episode, guys. So we've heard a snippet of all 4 instruments being played, but you won't hear the full concert until the next episode. And from there, so this is all Irvine's plan all along, basically, is set up an open air concert with nice relaxing romantic music for our lovebirds to finally hit it off. We'll see how that goes and see where the rest of the journey takes us in the next episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, guys, please do drop a like and consider subscribing to keep up to date with all of the latest videos. But for now, I'm going to call it there. Hope you've all enjoyed. Have a smashing rest of the day, whatever you end up doing, and I will catch you all next time.